Rover Charlie, do you read me? Over.
Oi! Thank you, sir. Do you mind keeping it that way? It's not everyone who enjoys 15,000 watts of jazz rock fusion on a Saturday night.
Tango Rover Charlie, do you read me? Over.
This is Tango Rover Charlie. Over.
Proceed to the Coliseum Bingo Hall on Harrow Road immediately, where an officer has been shot trying to intercept 2 men, both believed to be armed. Do you read? Over.
Who is it, Jackie?
I'm afraid it's PC Dixon. George Dixon.
Move it, Tom. Christ. Dixon. Ain't anything sacred.
To this man, until today, the crime wave was nothing but a newspaper headline. What stands between the ordinary public and this outbreak of crime? At the Old Bailey, Mr. Justice Finnemore gave this plain answer.
I have no doubt that one of the best preventives of crime is the regular uniformed police officer on the beat.
Veterans like George Dixon, with 25 years' service. Now Police Constable 693 attached to Paddington Green.
Excuse me, officer. Can you direct me to Paddington Station?
Yes, sir. Straight across the green, turn left over the iron bridge, and you're there.
Thank you very much.
And young men, like Andy Mitchell, who's just completed his training.
Kid's lost, doesn't even know his own name.
No? Now, look, Monty Green, you try this on again and you'll get into trouble. Go on, get off home. He knows he gets a jam bun every time he's taken to the station.
Saucy little devil.
Never mind, Andy, there's one thing they couldn't teach you at Peel House.
Yeah, I suppose not.
And it won't be the only thing either, you can bet your big boots on that.
Don't make a sound.
That lot you care.
Don't do as I notice it.
Scram!
Get moving.
Come on! Get back.
Drop that and don't be a fool. Drop it, I say.
I'll drop you. Get back! This thing works! Get back! Get back, I say! Get back!
We'll get him, Ma. Whoever did it, we'll get him.
I expect you will.
They're on us. Turn off quick.
Shall what brings you here? The man who shot our PC has been followed here.
Security officer? Operation Turnstile.
Everyone available? Come on, all of you.
We've only just come in.
Oh, what is it this time?
They're onto the bastard that shot George Dixon.
Don't be a fool, Riley. Drop that gun. You'll never get away with it.
Get back! Get back! I'll give you a get
It's all right, Mitchell.
be along in a minute.
You all right, Mitchell?
Yes, thank you, Sergeant.
Nice work.
Don't you worry about me. There's nothing the hangman won't cure.
Here. Anybody got a snout? Hang on to that if I was you. Something to show the kids. Cast your eyes on that. Box of matches what got touched by Tom Riley, cop killer. You will kill what? You can't lay so much as a finger on me. You bogies think I'm stupid or something? I know my rights, see? So lay off, all of you. Let me finish my fag.
George Dixon was one of the best friends I had. He was. Had a lousy voice, mate. But here's one thing I do know. George Dixon would have run to the ends of the earth to uphold any man's rights. Even his own murderer. Sometimes there's this desire to get angry, see? But it's my heart I must listen to. That's the difference between them and us.
Hughes.
Sir?
Are you all right, Hughes?
Sir?
I want you two men to take Laddie here through to interview room number 1. Wait for DDI Cherry. Who lit this man's cigarette?
I did, sir. Sorry, sir. 3 bags, full, sir.
All right. Off you go, Hughes. And 839.
Sir?
Well done. I don't think I'd have had the decency to light that champ's cigarette.
Here. Oh, never seen so much busy in all my life.
I'm busy you in a minute if you don't tie a knot in it.
Still, don't look quite right though. Somehow, you know, like one of them's missing.
Stow it, you're ready, pipsqueak.
Permanently. Here. Oh, there's been a bereavement in the family. I read it in the newspaper.
All in the night unit. Come on, don't stand around. Let's be having you.
The other arm, Police Constable Sneed. What did they teach you down at Peel House?
Sorry.
Where's your helmet, 613? Can't go on duty like that, you know. Improperly dressed.
Thanks, kid.
You're on 10 beat, aren't you, Sneed? If you do half the job George Dixon did, you'll have the makings of a good solid copper. And good coppering's more than just keeping your uniform straight, 613. I've been putting that duty armlet on for 21 years, in between wars. And every time I put it on, it reminds me of one or two things. A good bobby is a human being. I can laugh, cry, get angry, be just as vulnerable as any on the outside. The difference between them and me is that I can't let my emotions run away with me. We don't react, 613. We simply accept what comes our way and get on with the job. Now, once you've understood that little lot, 10 years if you're lucky, you'll know about as much as the Commissioner himself knows about how the Metropolitan Police Service works. The power of example. And without it, we might just as well go back to carrying clubs instead of truncheons. Oh, move it, 613. And straighten your bundle, you dozy policeman. Yes, madam.
Off you go, Watson. Go on, Totley. Better get old Chummy here a cup of tea and a jam bun. He looks as if he could use it. Besides, we don't want his solicitor barking all over the shop that we haven't taken good care of him, do we?
No, sir.
Stay with him, Hughes.
My pleasure, sir.
Tap?
None of your wishy-washy teas, mind. I want mine strong, man.
Aren't you going to ask me how many sugars I want?
How many sugars do you want?
I don't take sugar. Reckon I'm sweet enough without it.
A cup of tea and a jam, then. There was a time when that was given to a man what gave blood, not what took it.
I could bladder 2 scotch. Look, it wasn't me that shot that busy. You think I'd top a copper? You think I'd bar me or something?
And I suppose it wasn't you who gave me this with the back end of a cosh when I disturbed you doing the Jordan job.
You're dead right it wasn't. Besides, I've got better things to do than knock off a ruddy jewellers at 1:10 of a Tuesday morning. Here, where's that tea? This place is starting to give me the willies. Well, sorry I spoke. What I couldn't do to a couple of rashers and a fried slice.
I'm Superintendent Cherry.
Yeah? And I suppose you'll be wanting to know who I am.
Oh, I know who you are, and here's something for nothing. You're going to put your hands up to this one, son, or I'll take your bollocks off with a Stanley knife.
me! Let go, I say! Move it, Riley. Ah! Ah!
What do you reckon? Don't look so tough to me.
How long's a piece of string?
What you charging me with, anyway? Second World War, yeah? Well, I weren't on that job, neither.
Thomas Kitchener Riley, you are being charged with the murder of Police Constable George Dixon on the evening of Saturday, the 23rd of July, 19...
You're off your rocker, mate. It's like I said. Me and Spud weren't anywhere near that cinema when that blueback got shot. I got witnesses. You asked Doris, the barmaid at the Met. She'll remember me.
Just get on with it.
You have a right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say may be taken down and given in evidence against
Look,
you.
Muggins here, he knows his rights. See, where's me jam bun? You're what? Me jam bun. I'm entitled to one, aren't I?
Of course you are. As Sergeant Brooks has already indicated. Now, do you have a phone number where we can contact your jam bun?
Well, try Joe Lyons, he's in the book. Corner of the Strand in Charing Cross.
Do you wish to make a statement?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. After I've eaten my jam bun, I want to call my solicitor.
I want you to take 2 of these every 8 hours. It's one of the most interesting wounds I've come across. How's your head feeling now, Hughes?
Well, I was wondering, sir, if you could answer me something.
Go on.
Well, could this knock on the head be responsible for me seeing things?
If by seeing things you mean some kind of distortion in your perception of reality, then yes, most certainly. Concussive hallucinations are quite common, but they'll pass by quite quickly.
Could this knock on my head also be responsible for hearing things as well?
What type of things are you hearing?
It's nothing really.
Hughes, I'm a police surgeon. I've come up against a lot of strange things in this job. You may not think it'll make much sense, but sharing it, without fear of criticism or embarrassment, will help your recovery enormously.
It's just that since I arrived back at the station, I keep thinking I hear people around me using...
Go on.
Using rude words, sir.
On considered reflection, I want you to take 8 of these every 2 hours. Now, if you'd care to change back into your normal uniform, I'll make sure your report is typed up and passed on to Superintendent Cherry.
Good PR. Dixon getting shot like that. Couldn't have come at a better time. All the school leavers. It'll appeal to their sense of something. But over the next 3 months, the training schools will be having them in and out quicker than a pork sword in a knocking shop. Well, look at the figures, Ron. For every copper who gets topped on the job, Hendon gets 300 extra applicants. Well, on that basis, Harry, all we've got to do is kill another 200 uniforms. We'll have to force up the strength. Right, now let's get this straight. Wednesday night, Riley and Eric Murphy had one away at Jordan's off-licence and cleared $2.5 grand, which we're assuming they used to buy the shooters with for the bingo hall brag 3 days later.
You've had Riley pulled before, haven't you? Wasn't he one of the drivers on that cigarette warehouse job? Corn Street, 81, 82?
You mean a fag blag?
Right, Ron. The fag blag. I don't mind telling you, when I retire in 4 years' time, I'll be well happy to put all this CID semaphore right behind me. Janet hasn't understood a word I've been saying for 23 years. So, the bingo blag went wrong. Riley gave Dixon both barrels, then Riley and Eric Murphy legged it. 25 years, a pissing wooden top, and old George still didn't learn anything, did he? Wouldn't catch me trying to win an award with some wanker aiming a 12 gauge at me meat and 2 veg. But I said I'd call the commissioner by past.
At 6:30 this evening, PC Hughes spotted Riley on Portobello Road and followed him to a basement flat in Lansdowne Rise. Although Hughes radioed in, he nonetheless decided to try and take Riley on his own. Hughes and Dixon were big pals. Hughes must have been more than a little overwrought. But he hadn't reckoned on Eric Murphy turning up. There was a fight. Riley and Murphy clobbered Hughes, then they both legged it in a stolen Fiesta. Murphy crashed the car at White City, and Riley escaped on an eastbound train.
Tom, what's the SP on Murphy?
Dead from the neck down.
Being Irish, that doesn't leave him with a lot of anything, does it? So you lost Riley at White City. Then what?
Me and Ron went back and searched the flat in Lansdowne Rise.
Whose flat is it?
One Victor Lewis, Riley's boyfriend.
Blimey. Riley bent? I thought Riley was a man's man.
The devices Riley's got, it's a wonder he's not a Conservative MP.
What's the time, Ron? Battery's gone on, man.
1:15.
You all right, then? Seeming a bit quiet.
Just thinking.
What about?
Jam buns.
You'll be lucky this time of night. Don't use the floor, Ron. Look, I don't see where Stringfellows fits into all of this. Christ, this fella gets about of an evening.
According to Victor, Riley likes to work out on the dance floor now and again, especially after having had one away with a shooter.
So, he got dressed up in all this fancy dress clobber just for a nostalgic disco party.
Once a month, they have an Edgar Lustgarten night.
Edgar Lustgarten. There's a name from the past. Remember Scotland Yard Mysteries? No. Well, so what did Riley go as?
Sort of a cosh boy. The only other choice is one of them old-fashioned PCs. But having just killed one, maybe he didn't appreciate the irony.
What's an old-fashioned PC, Ron?
A man of experience, unswerving in his desire to serve the public, polite yet chirpy, conciliatory but always ethical, a bastion of moral fibre and a power of example. And then we joined the Filth.
So, disguised as a fancy-dressed policeman, PC Hughes nicked Riley on the dance floor. It took him a couple of minutes to realise the cuffs weren't part of some sexual ritual. And here we are, sir.
Anything else?
In Victor's flat, we found 170 quid, which we think we can probably tie in as coming from the bingo hall. And there were a few snorts of coke in a kitchen drawer. We also found about 18 inches of a sawn-off barrel in the dustbin.
There's professionalism. Any prints?
There will be.
Good. Very good. Oh, get us a cup of hot chocolate, will you, George? Put it down to the pension fund. You knew Dixon was under an internal investigation, didn't you?
No, I didn't. What for?
Oh, it's pathetic, really. A10 got a phone call alleging that Dixon got bunged a monkey for turning a blind eye.
To what?
A child-swapping party.
What's a child-swapping party?
It's where one paedophile couple babysit for another. Dixon was a granddad himself, you know. 2 lovely granddaughters. 4 and 7.
What? Are you saying Dixon was actually involved?
If word ever crept out that Dixon, our brave Bobby on the beat, took an unswerving desire to serve the welfare of miners, bang goes our PR. Not to mention how Riley's jury might feel. They just might see his shooting Dixon as a favour to the metropolis.
Blimey, the case of PC paedophile. Don't remember this one on Scotland Yard Mysteries.
Taff reckons my begonias are good enough for Chelsea.
What compost are you using, George?
Ah, compost. Now you put your finger right on it, Taff. That's the secret. Mixing your manures right.
God, Daddy, no one attempted to go down.
Oi! There's a phone call for you about 15 minutes ago.
Aye?
Mrs. Hughes. She, said she'd wait up for you.
My mother?
Your wife?
I'm a confirmed bachelor.
Of course you are, Taff. And you've also had a very, very, very nasty blow on the head.
Oh, yes. My own family.
Yeah. You didn't blag Jordan's the off-licence, you blagged Jordan's the jewellers. You didn't blag the Coliseum Bingo Hall, you blagged the Coliseum Picture House.
What's a blag?
I'll blag you in a minute, now shut your gob. You weren't arrested at Stringfellow's discotheque. You were swamped by 5 divisions of the Met in collusion with the underworld at White City Dog Stadium.
Well, it's the truth, I say.
Yeah. And my daughter's grown a dick.
All right, let's suppose I buy all that. It's a bit about Dixon puzzles, mate.
Me and Spud went out to pictures and there was this bloomin' great bogey, see? He said, "Give me the gun," I say. So I give it him. And he shot himself in the stomach twice.
We hadn't considered suicide, had we, George?
No? No, you see, we thought you shot him.
Well, can I go now?
Look, I can see why you're worried. You killed a policeman, but that's not the end of the world, Tom. Things could be a lot worse.
How?
You could be black. How about it, Tom? You play ball with us. We'll play ball with you.
I've told you what happened. I don't know nothing else.
I'll tell you what you told us, Tom. You told us a load of old rubbish!
Shall I tell you why, Tom? Why you're telling us all this rubbish? Diminished responsibility. You're laying the groundwork for an insanity plea. Well, that's not on. Because you're as sane as I am.
Yeah? And you're bonkers.
Bonkers. Bogies. Jam buns. Threepenny bits. Farthings. A vintage £5 note.
You really think you can pull this one off?
I can't believe that's the same Tom Riley. Look at him. Is that the presence of a hardened criminal? Looks like he's just come out of RADA.
Yeah. Well, that's Tom Riley, Governor, I can assure you.
I grilled a lot of mugs in my time, beating confessions out of a lot of innocent people. You get to know when someone's lying or not lying. When he said he was born in 1920, I believed him.
Oh, that would make him 68, which according to this makes him 17 years older than his father.
There's Morris Bromley downstairs, Kev.
That's my brief. He'll get me sprung, you'll see. He lives in the fast lane.
Better get him up here.
Who called him then?
I did. Took me half an hour to trace him. That number Flash Harry gave me got disconnected in 1949.
I think you better go and fetch him, Bernard.
I know I could do with an early night.
How about it, Tom? Are you going to tell us how you shot George Dixon?
I should Coco.
You better wipe that out tray off your face.
You gonna tell us?
You're the bogies. You can't do this to me.
Get that carrier bag.
You know anything about this, Tom? Eh?
No. What is it?
How about these?
Go on. Is this yours?
Is it money?
That's right. Money you stole from the bingo hall.
I didn't rob no bingo hall. I've told you. We stuck up a cinema.
You like films, do you, Tom?
They're all right.
Seen this one?
What?
You must have heard of Rambo.
Oh, I might have. Good read, is it? Blimey. The pages are a bit thick.
This is Mr. Morris Bromley, who'll be representing Mr. Riley.
No! What took you so long?
That's what happens when you live in the fast lane. Sooner or later, you overtake yourself.
But he was 45 last week. Come on! Confess! Come on! Confess! Come on!
Hello, Taff. Do you want to go? It's all been cleared. He's the one that tried to escape this month. Go on. I'm going to have to go to the toilet. Go on, Taff.
Cop killer, cop killer, cop killer, cop killer.
Sneedy!
I won't Riley. I won't Riley. 3 mental hospitals, ECT. The shrinks reckon Riley's a schizoid manic depressive.
So?
Well, sometimes these loonies believe they're the part they're playing, like him. He thinks he's a cosh boy. He's convinced his reality's in the late 40s.
So?
If I can make him believe I'm part of that reality, maybe he'll come.
You mean make him think you're a loony too?
Mr. Bromley, are you all right, sir?
I'm paying him $50 an hour for this. Might as well smoke.
Now look here, chummy, we know that you and Spud made yourselves a nice little crust in that Coliseum cinema job, so don't try and give us any of that old soft soap malarkey.
I wasn't giving you no malarkey.
Yes, you were. You give me lots of malarkey.
Yeah, who says so?
Why don't you make it easy on yourself? Don't be a chump.
You're the one that's being a chump.
You think you're a tough one, don't you, Riley? But you're laying yourself right in the cart this time.
So you keep telling me.
What was the same with you mugs? You think you're all such clever dicks?
Well, can this chump have a cup of char, chump? Clever enough? Copper?
What's the matter, Riley? Look as though you've got fleas in your shirt. Thought you the big man, the #1 boy. Well, you don't look so high and mighty to me, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Knock it off.
What's the matter, Riley? Getting milky?
No, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you nor anyone.
You were afraid last Saturday.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah. I mean, no. I don't know what I mean.
Spud come out of that cinema expecting an easy getaway.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Instead, you bumped into George Dixon.
It's not true. I say none of it.
He wouldn't let you pass.
That's not what happened.
You aimed a gun at him, hoping that would scare him off.
I never did.
Your finger brushed against the trigger. You didn't want to use the gun, but you were afraid. And then
he went off. Twice it went off. And he looked at me before his knees went and he dropped. But I didn't mean to kill him, Mr. Cherry. Honest, I didn't mean to kill him.
But you did anyway, you dozy wanker.
There's nothing coming out. I think he's dead, Gov.
Better get some air in here. "222 Cherry." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be down right away, sir. Hughes did this.
Apparently.
Who is it?
Just some overweight teenager brought in because some Wally's numbers were down. In the past 3 days, we've had 47 muggings, nearly 30 burglaries, 6 rapes. One of them was a man of 92 years old. And 2 wooden tops have got sod all better to do than pull in a porker on suspicion of thieving 3 cream donuts and an Eccles cake.
HB.
Christ almighty. Just as well I got 4 years before retirement. It'll take me that to sort this lot out.
Probably.
What?
Where's Hughes now, then?
No one's seen him. Running amok on 12 beat, I shouldn't wonder.
He stood at large.
Oh, yeah. And by all accounts, extremely wild and woolly. Oh, I just hope he hasn't gone back on duty. I'd hate to think of him directing traffic. How's Riley shaping up?
Rock solid. He's admitted to shooting Dixon. We've got enough to throw away the key.
Oh, we had that anyway. Still, it's nice to get it from him. I suppose that's something.
We've also got some prints off a Rambo cassette. That should help things along with the TV and press.
Really? Genuine or one of ours?
One of ours.
Oh. Can I say? You got any left?
Only about 10. Why?
Well, just I never seen it, that's all. Don't suppose we could put this one down to him?
Rambo? Don't think he uses a pencil, Harry. We could give it a go.
Has he stopped playing the Kosh boy routine?
He played it right to the end. I even found myself admiring him for it.
Well, at least Riley won't be pulling any more strokes.
That's right, he's a bit busy having them.
What? Busy having what?
A stroke. He had one about half hour ago. It was a mild one.
Genuine or one of ours?
Genuine.
I don't believe this. A stroke? A Kosh boy clone has a stroke while under interrogation in a superintendent's office.
I'm telling you, he had a stroke. People have strokes in the funniest places.
Tell that to the Guardian. What?
The armory's been broken into, sir.
You're pulling my leg. The armory's been broken into.
A 38 Smith & Wesson revolver and a box of cartridges are missing. We've an idea it's Constable Hughes, sir.
I'm tempted to use the F word.
It's funny, Ron. But when your back's against the wall, and you've got problems, and you know, there's nothing whatsoever you can do about them but just accept them, let them happen. It's really quite soothing.
I'm glad you feel like that.
Has Riley died?
No. Riley's going to be all right now. That's Morris Bromley, Riley's solicitor.
Oh.
I thought it best to keep all the bodies together.
A stroke?
No. Mr. Bromley died as the direct result of a broken neck.
Oh.
He hanged himself. He threw himself off an armchair.
I can see the documentary crews are going to be really busy around here.
Hey, sorry, I'm sorry, sir. He's just pushed his way through.
God's sake, get him out of here!
I am Morris Bromley, Tom Riley's solicitor.
You're Morris Bromley?
Yes, I am Morris Bromley. From Morris Bromley and Son, Solicitors and Commissioners of Oaths. I am the son. They...
I'm afraid they are. All right, Constable. Perhaps we could move him.
You're holding my client on a murder charge. Now, I wasn't informed of Mr. Riley's arrest. Perhaps his right was denied him. We shall see. In any event, it was fortunate that I heard about it on the radio. I drove straight down here. I haven't actually been home for 3 nights. I'm rather tired. Thus, I shall be brief and to the point. What is going on here? Is this some kind of a siege? My God.
There's been a bit of a flap on, I'm sure you'll understand. You're about to be brief and to the point.
Yes, you're holding my client on a murder charge, which I would like to see reduced to one of manslaughter.
Is that all?
We are in no you're both position aware, of course, of Constable Dixon's predilection for young, blossoming children, and will no doubt be aware of the effect that any unwelcome publicity may have, not only on the minds of 12 good jurors, but also upon the sympathies of the general public as a whole. I mean, any God-fearing jury may well see Constable Dixon's shooting as a favour to the metropolis.
I think we should call the Commissioner. Do you believe in God, Ron? Of course I do. Where is he?
Oh! Dad! How?
He hanged himself, sir.
Where?
In my office.
But I don't...
We don't either, sir.
Well, he's cornered. He's on the first floor. Hughes is working his way along, sir, towards your office. To where Tom Riley is.
Good work. I want every available man on standby and a direct phone link to my office.
You're on extension 222, sir.
Good. All right, Inspector Rogers, let's get on with it. We've got a copper to catch.
Ah. I'm a bit of a family man myself, sir. Good looking boy. Your son, sir. You should feel very proud. Oh. It's not really your night, sir, is it?
That's the secret, then. Mixing your manures right. Mixing your manures right. Manures right. Manures.
We're onto the bust of the shot George Dixon. Shot George Dixon. Shot George Dixon. George Dixon. George Dixon. George Dixon.
Give me 2 minutes and I want that in that corridor.
Come on, Jeff. The rest of you can go. This is between me and Boyle. Go on, scram!
Hughes, drop the gun, Hughes.
I'm asking you to stay where you are, if you don't mind, sir.
Put a gun down.
George Dixon was a good chum of mine. He brought me in on 12 beat. We made up rhymes to pass the time we did. They've cracked the safe at number 8 and robbed the Midland Bank. Some kids have smashed a fire alarm. It's just their jolly prank. You've found a headless torso. It's foul play, you suspect. But when the sergeant comes along, you tell him, all correct. But when the sergeant comes along, you tell him, Riley!
Shit. Here I am, Taff. Well, go ahead, shoot me. It's what I deserve. But I don't think you can.
Oh, no? What makes you so sure?
Because you're a bogey, Taff. And it's your art you have to listen to. And that's the difference between them and us. Remember? I never had much art. But I suppose it's never too late to learn, though. Hey, Taff? Give us the gun, Taffy.
Get back!
Drop that and don't be a fool. Drop it, I say.
Get back, I'll drop you! This thing works! Get back! Get back, I say! Get back!
Okay, Dave, take it. Hold him.
Yeah. How did I do, Mr. Cherry?
You did all right. You did well. Everything's gonna be all right. You can be yourself now, son.
Can I, Mr. Cherry? Can I?
Of course you can.
Funny. One time I followed my heart. Look where it got me.
It ain't so funny, Tom. It got you to the right place. Exalted among the heathen.
You know, Mr. Cherry, you're all right for a bogey.
So long, slugger.
Played it out all the way to the end.
All right, George?
Okay. A bit tired, don't you?
I'll buy you a drink.
Where is he? Where's Cherry? Let me through!
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm going to tell the world about this!
Oi, Taff!
This is the first time I've seen you without your raincoat.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I've only got the one suit. What's this? News report?
Yeah, Mo brought it up.
Read it?
It's almost word for word what Riley was saying. According to Hughes, he arrested Riley at White City Dog Stadium.
Yeah, well, doesn't really matter much now, does it? The press will have the bodies they want. Justice will have been seen to be done.
Tea or coffee?
Oh, tea. PC Rambo goes potty. That's what the rags will call it.
So, how are we going to square all this with the brass then, Ron?
I'm sure I can piece together some load of old shit when the commissioner calls. All in all, I can see a couple of commendations coming on board.
You don't have to pull some strokes, Governor.
222 Cherry? Yes, sir. The commissioner. Well, sir, this is exactly what happened.
Cheers.
Just pretending. But if Riley came here from 1949 and somehow took the place to the Tom Riley we arrested at Stringfellows last night.
Yeah?
Well, I wonder where he is. The other Riley. The present day one.
You know what, Governor?
What?
Sometimes I think you're bonkers.
Eh? Oh. Yeah.
Well, eat up, Riley. The DDI will want to grill you.
What's he think I am, a fucking sausage?